What's up, guy? You've got the Oracle there back for round 1 with this Jori En deck. Unfortunately, I lost a bit of time because I'm having issue clicking on yes there. I thought it was good now, but what the heck? Why can I click? Oh, alright. Finally. So we managed to get 7, and it is actually quite good. I'm gonna keep. I just hope those clicking issues will stop, because it's quite annoying. It cost me 3 minutes there. Not sure how much it's gonna matter, but since I'm playing a very slow and controlly deck, um, I'll have to watch out for the clock. Anyway, just after um, I ended up the last video, I just realized that my deck is actually more of a um, 12 creature deck, because Cyclone Sire pops another creature if it dies, and also I think should I wait on playing the Jori En? That's interesting. Can wait till turn 5 so I can Hemorrhage. Not sure how good that would be. Guess I'll play it now. Anyway, what I what I was saying is that I have Clutch and Cyclone Sire that pops another creature, so it's a bit more like 12 creature, which makes me feel uh, made me feel a bit more comfortable. Anyway, the opponent played an Envoy there, which is fine. I kind of want to get value out of this Jori En. Guess I'll attack there. And if the opponents block, I'd be very happy to Zada's Commando plus Hemorrhage the Envoy. Okay, that's just great for us. Um, Basically kill his creature and get a 2-for-1 because I'll draw a card of my Hemorrhage. So that is just great. Jori is doing its job there, which is amazing. Cannot cast a Judgment yet, but you know I have a bit of power on the board, as well as a removal. Rot Shambler. Not really what I would expect. These cards have saw some play in Battle for Zendikar, because there was more token synergies, so you could make those bigger. On the other hand, green was awful, and now I'm not sure how good it is. I would assume that it's not a card that became better, and it was already quite mediocre. Anyway, I guess we'll see. No real reason to clutch or devour inflame that thing, so I guess I'll just pass. And depending on what the opponent does next turn, I'm likely to clutch plus um, attack with a 3-power land. Crawler is fine, I guess. I don't mind that too much. Um, so I could clutch of the current the Shambler, attack for 7. This is bad if the opponent has some sort of trick and kill my things. No real reason to Nether Drone plus Devour and Flame. I don't think that the Shambler is worth using Devour and Flame. Well, I guess I'll just go with the clutch. No, let's not target that. With the clutch attack play, and hopefully the opponent doesn't have some sort of removal or trick to get us. But the body of Crawler is quite weak, so I'm not sure what they could do there. We'll see, I guess. Um, okay, so they just took the damage, so it is fine for me. Unless they play something with more than 5 toughness, I should be fine. Alright, Bursting Hulk. Feel like I will just Devour and Flame that thing. If the opponent chooses to sacrifice 2 tokens to regenerate it, this thing will be tapped, and the opponent will just, go to 2. So I feel like it is a really decent play. On the other hand, actually, let me just think. I've just drawn Unknown Shores, so I could Nissa's Judgment, which is quite nice given that the opponent is at 9. Um, so if I do that, they cannot regenerate the Hulk, or they die. On the other hand, Devouring Flame lets me Nether Drone. I think the Nissa's Judgment play is just better though. So yep, let's do that. And Judgment, that boosting teeth for sure. No, cancel. No. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I need to choose my creatures first. Boosting this and Jori maybe? Guess I kinda want the Jori to stay around, so I might as well boost that. On the other hand, yeah, I guess I boost those two and judge the Bursting Hulk. Alright, and if the opponent doesn't know about the regenerate thing, they will just die. It is not very likely though. And you know, if not, I have a good attack there. The opponent is forced to jump with at least one creature. Yeah, that seems fine. The Devouring Flame Nettledrone play was fine too, but not sure. The opponent might have regenerated, in which case they would have gone to 2 and I would have a Nettledrone to active to use next turn. So I'm unsure. But using Nissa's Judgment when the opponent is tapped out has a bit of value, because you are sure that you will not get, you know, one of your creature will not get randomly removed from the game. So this kind of set me up for the other play. As I guess the opponent will take 6 there, most likely go to 3. Okay, alright, that's fine. So that Bursting Hulk was quite decent. I mean, it died, but it provided my opponent with, you know, 6 life as well as one of my better removal usage. So, yeah. Despite me being fine, that Bursting Hulk was quite good. As I guess now I'm likely to just do the other sequence of Devouring Flame and Nether Drone, but I guess it will not matter since the opponent is just dead there. Of the removal, basically. This Jori was decentish though. It drew me a card. It would have drawn me another card if the opponent was not just dead there. So it worked decently well. Guess you can get a bit more of value out of it, but you know, it was nice. Anyway, so green black, big things basically. Given the deck my opponent have, I don't think I wanna siding Tears of Valakut for just for the Envoy. Sparks Mage Gambit kills both of those things. Don't think I have a Gambit though. I might have a Boiling Earth. I'm quite sure I have a Boiling Earth, but maybe no Gambit. Do I want the... And it is likely that the opponent plays a bunch of token producers, since they are playing the Shambler, so I might want that actually. Is there anything else that seems interesting? I don't think so. I guess Membrane is a decent answer to the Hulk. That can be quite annoying. The question now is, what can I side out? What do I want to side out? And it is not an easy answer. I guess there is still the possibility to side out those Expedites, since they are more like cantrips and piece of combo with Jori En, so I'm not sure how good they are. I don't think I ever want to side out a creature. My opponent is playing black, so they might have removals too. Um, I'm unsure about how good Boiling Earth is gonna be in that matchup, but green-black tends to have a lot of tokens. Producer, he showed a Shem. He showed already 2 cards that died to that. It also kills the Hulk tokens. Yeah, I feel like it is enough to make that good. So I guess I'll play that over an Expedite now. Do I want a Membrane or not? Just to deal with big thing. On the other hand, the 2 big creatures he showed us so far died to Salvo and Devouring Flame. Guess I'll keep the deck this way for now. And depending on if I see some really threatening and bigger creature, I might siding in those Membrane or not. I guess we'll see. Anyway, we have a very sweet hand there that I'm gonna keep. As the opponent mulls one more time, unfortunately for them, and puts a card on the bottom. What do you think of the Proto Gauntlet? I have no idea what it is actually. I think it is modern testing, or maybe he's talking about the top 8. I mean the deck that made the top 8. Sorry, top 8 of Pro Tour. Anyway, since I haven't played Constructed for I think 5 years now. I cannot really answer that question efficiently. The opponent did nothing. Was that a misclick? Hmm. Weird. Anyway, I'll play this Infiltrator first. I kind of want to be able to Jori plus Anticipate at some point. So the opponent either missed a land drop or misclicked. I mean, in both cases, it is bad for us. I mean, bad for them and good for us. Void Attendant. Sure. Guess I'll attack first. The thing is, it doesn't change a whole lot of things if I Jori En now and then Pilgrim's Eye Anticipate, or if I do it the other way around. The advantage of playing the Pilgrim's Eyes first is that we got a Bailout Null there, which is quite great, because that card is hard for me to kill and would provide my opponent with card advantage. So that was a great hit. But what I was saying is that the advantage of playing the Eye first is that we make sure we have a card of Jori En, and the advantage of playing Jori En first is that we could block that. And I guess I'll just play Pilgrim's Eye first in case my opponent does have a removal. I kind of want to get value out of that, make sure I get something. And I think I'll fetch my forest there, no reason to get something else. And I'll pass the turn and most likely take 2 from the opponent creature. Alright. Null Caller is fine. Doesn't accomplish a whole lot right now. Yeah, I guess I can attack with those. No reason not to. Nisa's Judgment. Jesus. I've just eaten premium green uncommon so far, which is quite lucky on my side. Might as well play the forest since he knows about that, and I don't think he's playing strip mine effects, and I guess I'll anticipate now just for the full value. Judgment of my own. Well, I expected to get a spell, but I guess I'll take a mountain there. At least we are putting 2 lands on the bottom, which is decent news. Given that I have 8 lands there plus 2 on the bottom, it means that there are 7 lands left in my top 23 card. The opponent did choose to not attack there. Interesting. As I do a Ruination Guide, which is actually quite nice. So I could guide plus devour in flame. I mean that could be interesting, but none of those are really threatening right now. Kinda wanna play the guide though. And Null Color could be annoying at some point. I don't think I want a Judgment into 4 black mana open. So yeah, I think I could also play Cyclone Sire, which provides me with a good attacker, and keep the Ruination Guide Devouring Flame play for later on. On the other hand, I do not really mind using my Devouring Flame now, given that I have another removal available, and that Null Color are gonna be annoying at some point. I guess I'll try to get my value out of Jori En. You could play Nissa's Judgment, arguing that if the opponent had a removal, they would most likely have killed Jori already. I'm unsure. Hadron Crawler, well, that's a weaker card than what I got so far. Guess I'll play my Devouring Flame for value. If the opponent has some way to pump or save his Null Color, well, it is fine with me. I still draw a card off Jori. Reality Hemorrhage is good with Jori. Kinda got back to 5 land there, so next turn I cannot Cyclone Sire plus Hemorrhage or Judgment plus Hemorrhage, but still this draw me 2 cards so far, so I'm quite happy about it. At least we'll have a match where this shined. But, you know, I was quite lucky both games so far. I had really sweet draws as the opponent was mulling. One time he missed a land drop or misclicked his turn, I'm not sure. 2 hemorrhages, alright. Guess I'll keep those in hand for now. I will just Judgment there, no reason not to. So yeah, I have to target my own creature first. Kinda want to use it on Jori En so it can attack, and probably on the Ruination Guide so my opponent cannot block efficiently. That seems like a sweet play, and that should honestly seal the deal for me. Especially since those 2 hemorrhages are gonna burn down my opponent, most likely. Like, if it chumps block there, he still takes 7, going down to 6. Yeah, I don't like my opponent chances too much. If he take the whole damages, he go to 2. Yeah, my draws were quite stupidly strong and great against my opponent unfortunate draws. So he mostly played fairly weak card. On the other hand, Judgment and Bale of Null are very strong and would have been amazing in this game if my opponent had top decked them at some point. Anyway, not sure what could make my opponent come back in this game right now. I'll just take that a little bit of time to answer his question. Okay, another bailout now. Well, I think that the opponent deck is actually could be quite good and could be annoying to me if he had better draws and did not mulligan. But I'm not sure what this is since, you know, the opponent's just dead on the board. No, he can just block the Ruination Guide, never mind me. Sure. Yeah, he can do that actually. No, never mind, it takes 7. What am I saying? Guess I'll double Hemorrhage for the value of Jori En and the fun. That Jori En was quite sick this game. And next turn I could have, you know, Zada's Commando plus Cyclone Sire and draw even more. That was sweet. As I said, I was quite lucky those game, but you know, at least we made Jori worked. as the other hand was a third bailout now. Bursting Hulk. You know, honestly, if the opponent has a decent start and is able to go to the late game, my deck might have a lot of trouble dealing with all those nulls. Anyway, that's gonna be game and match. I hope you enjoyed. As I said in the draft, if you have any idea on how I could improve those video, feel free to tell me in the comment section. And I guess I see you guys for round 2. Thank you for watching.